Here we go, everybody. Figured I'd show you, went to the card show today. Figured I'd show you my pickups. Of course, I always love to get my Tracy McGrady or 90s rookies, Anthony Hardaway, stuff like that. So I picked up this Bowman's Best. And I'm not really a huge fan of Kobe's, but I love the Metal Universe cards. And this one is definitely really cool with the, I guess that's California in the background. So I had to grab that. I got both of these for $10. I used to hate stuff like that, but geez, Mikey got me, hooked on labeling the cards, leaving the price or putting the price somewhere so that later on I can kind of reflect on what I paid, how I did, whether I'm making good decisions or not with my purchases. I actually really like that. So it's not necessarily to feature the value. A lot of times I don't care about the value. I'm more about the relative, value. Did I make a good decision? That sort of thing. But yeah, and then here's some other stuff I got. I've grabbed all of the Brilliant Stars loose booster packs they had. They've been hard to come by. People are really hot on those, so we haven't been able to get them in our local shop. So I went ahead and grabbed those so we could open some of those. Then I got one 1999 Topps NBA Series 2. I got an OPC 1992. They had two versions, and I always have to have all the versions. Sometimes I'll even buy the French, which is really weird. And they had a Stadium Club Hockey, which I thought was pretty cool too. Then a 94 Donruss. Nice look to it with the purple. And that was some of the years where I wasn't collecting. Pro Set. I was a huge fan of the Pro Set football when I was a kid. Sorry it kind of died off a little, but that's a gorgeous looking pack with the hockey pucks on the front. And last but not least, 91 Upper Deck football. Of course, everybody knows 91 Upper Deck. But it's got Find the Namath. That's pretty sweet. I'm sure somebody found it, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. But still a great pack for the old collection. And last but not least, I'm hunting tobacco cards. When I go to shows or I go to look, it's one of the things that I'm always looking for. If somebody has a pile of them, I'm going to look through it. Not, a perfect card. The edges are pretty rough. You can read the name pretty well. But, of course, what sold me was the color and the sweater. I love old photos featuring the baseball sweaters. But great shot. It also has a red back, and it's a sweet. If you look really closely, there actually is a crease down the middle, but it's so unnoticeable that I just kind of took it all into account and said, you know what, it's centered pretty good. The edges are rough. I mean, there's no doubt about that, especially in the back. But it's got a red back, which is different than the other ones. And for $40, I couldn't pass it up. I'm going to get some tobacco cards. I love them if I can get a decent deal for it. I just think it'll be a good decision either way. And like I said, some of these are just so beautiful. So I'm going to start pulling the trigger when they have some of the things I'm looking for. I'm just going to follow my gut and go with it. But yeah, hopefully you guys went to a show today. It's always a fun time. I got to see some of the guys. I'm getting to learn more and more of the people that work there, and more about how I want to collect and what areas I want to dive into. So happy Saturday. Till next time.